Does your product description on Amazon index? Does the search engine use that text when your A+ content already overrides it and exists? My name is Stephen Pope. I'm the founder of My Amazon Guy. And in this video, that's the question. So here is an example of an enhanced brand content where you can see the product description right here, and you can see the A+ content up there. This is unusual though. We're not really seeing descriptions show up in addition to the A+ content. There are some exceptions. Some categories show up more often than others. Vendor Central products typically show both, but most products, most categories are not displaying the product description field. So let's say you filled this out on the back end, but you can't see it on the front end. Does the keywords that you stuff in the product description help you with indexing? Well, to answer this question, I'm going to show you my Macho soap. This is a product that does not have the product description displaying. So I'm showing you all the A+ content, and we scrolled all the way to the bottom, and no, there was not a product description field. So it is filled in though. So let's go to the back end. This is my Macho soap on the back end here, and you can clearly see I've got a couple lines of text in here. You have to fill this in, otherwise you get a red error, even if you have A+ content. So I've filled this out. I have some text there. I could put some Spanish here. I could test with some other keywords. But the question is, does it index? Well, if it's on the back end, can the robot see it? So to answer that question, we right click anywhere on this page and hit View Page Source. That brings up this content right here. And we could take this exact phrasing right here. I could just Control-C that, Control-F, and paste it in. And the code does not display the product description. If you Control-F for description, you'll see things. You'll see there's 85 hits here, including a meta description hit, which does help you on Google SEO, but that's typically hitting your title. They're putting your title in the meta description title and the meta description, which you can see here. Meta title, meta description. This shows up in Google search engine. If we go through and really try and dig deep into the description field here, and we go through all 85 of these, we are not going to find the product description field show up in the back end of the code, which leads me to believe that no, if you have A+ content overriding your product description field, I do not believe it indexes for keywords. This is not a guarantee though. And if you want to be a betting person who hedges a little bit, then what you probably want to do is just have something filled in there just in case. And keep in mind, at any point in time, Amazon could change and have the product description field filled out and showing up, just like you see on this one listing right here, where we see both the product description as well as the A+ content. This could start happening in mass. So it does make sense to fill this out. It just doesn't make sense to spend time optimizing it continuously and doing multiple rounds. You're going to have way better chances getting indexing to work by focusing on the following fields. Instead of worrying about that product description, focus primarily first on your title. Following the title, I would work on the keyword section in the search term field here. They are messing with this right now. In some categories, it's 250 bytes. In other categories, it's 250 characters. This is a moving target right now. In categories that calculate it by byte, they do not count spaces. And in the ones that count characters, they do count your spaces against you. So this is a moving target right now. But if we try to cause an error file right here, so let me just put in some bogus text here. The one that I'm seeing most frequently, about 9 out of 10 listings right now, is please reduce your generic keyword length to less than 250 bytes. So you do have 20% extra SEO juice there. So make sure you're focused on that. Some categories are showing target audience. Most are not anymore. Probably not very helpful of a field these days. The bullet points will be the next most important. Make sure you have your keywords in the first 250 characters of the bullets on that. The only place that counts bytes, by the way, is the search term field. Your brand story can help your products index. This is an A+ content module. They just separated it out and call it a brand story. If you don't have this up, this is a no-brainer. Very important field. Highly recommend. And then finally, A+ content. Any text that's inside of an image does not help you. Any alt text, though, set behind the scenes like this, you can look at the code there, image alt text. If the code can read it, it helps you. That's why I suggested the description field does not index. I did win a pretty big major Amazon conversation over the years proving A+ content does index. And again, my threshold for this, is it in the code? Yes. If it's in the code, it indexes. End of story. End of discussion. If you don't believe me, you can test it yourself. Go ahead and put Spanish in OnePhoto's alt text. Pretty much guarantee it will index in under 48 hours for those Spanish terms you selected, at least a couple of them. Not all, but most. And then the crawlable text that's inside of A+ content, I do recommend trying to get to 500 words of copy. It's a lot harder if you have premium A+ content to get that copy in there. You're going to be utilizing all kinds of product description fields and headers like this. But any text that's inside of an image like this is not going to help you. You can always, of course, put videos and all that other kind of stuff as well. If you want to learn about SEO in depth, I have a couple of resources you guys can check out. myamazonguy.com/SEO. This is our masterclass 70-minute video where we walk you through our 4 phases of SEO. You can also download our phase 1 SEO guide right at myamazonguy.com/SEO. And we go through a bunch of information, all of our phases, and you can learn about all of these different videos and concepts by checking this out, as well as all of our SEO tips and graphics. A lot of cool stuff to check out. We also have a $10 SEO course. If you want to get certified on how to do SEO on Amazon, go to mag-school.com and click on our SEO course. In fact, we just launched our advanced SEO course over at Mag School, and it's for SEO Phase 4. This is our newest course, and you guys can learn how to get market share increases on your SEO juice, so check that out as well. Thanks for watching. Ask any of your SEO questions in the comment section, and if you want to help me rank this video, type in product description does not rank for SEO, and that will help me rank this on Google. Thanks so much.